So today we have Neha Hebbale with us, joining us at Instrucko. And Neha Hebbale is a journalist with Mirror Now. She is the Bangalore reporter. So whenever you turn on your TV and tune in to the news on Mirror Now, she will be there from Bangalore reporting to you. Okay. So Neha, please tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll go on and talk about a little bit about how, good communication skills, good English skills help in your profession later.
Right. Thank you, Adele. Thank you, Instrucko, for giving me this opportunity. And hi to all of those little kids, parents as well who've tuned in. I'm Neha Hebbale. I've been a journalist for about 7 years now. And, one thing, of course, that I've realized in these 7 years is that uh, communicating, rather talking to, people is not as easy as it appears, because many a time you tend to, end up talking so much that you eventually end up losing people on your trail of thought, or sometimes you end up sounding so boring that people just switch off. How many times have all of you just switched off the TV when there's a news channel on, or change channels just because things are getting so boring, right? So it's very important that right now also I know that if I don't stop talking in the next 20 or 30 seconds, I'll probably end up boring all of you, and y'all will not listen. So I think I'm just going to end this by saying that it's very, very important that you communicate effectively, for which you have to have a good hold on your language.
Thank you so much, Neha, for that. Hi, Neha. Welcome back to Instrucko. And today we are going to talk about how public speaking classes, how English classes, basically language learning classes, how do they help you, in your profession later, especially for children who are aspiring to be journalists just like yourself.
Right. So, growing up, we didn't really have an option as far as, public speaking was concerned. It was still something which was not very popular then. The traditional thing was either people become engineers, or they become doctors, or, they go into like some finance field. So when this option of journalism also opened up, to people, it was something which was very exciting. And obviously, yes, while it still is very exciting, there's a lot of responsibility that comes with it. And this also, of course, having to face the camera every day is, a challenge in itself, because you have to be very confident. And how does that confidence really come? Standing in a huge crowd of people, say when you're reporting from some flooded area, or, standing in a huge election rally with so many people around, you are at some point bound to get maybe a little bit scared because of how many people there are, or you might just, chicken out in front of the camera. I feel that growing up, if I had an option, of public speaking classes, it would have definitely helped so much, because it really helps you, build your language. One, it helps you work on your confidence. Two, of course, it helps you become a better person overall, and it really adds to your skill set. So I think it's great that instructors doing this and taking up public speaking classes, especially at such a young age itself. And I'm sure even of course for those who are looking to be journalists or even otherwise, it's definitely going to go a very, very long way. That communication itself on the whole can be bettered with classes like this.
Thank you very much for that lovely response, Neha. I'm sure it'll help a lot of children out there. Hi, Neha. Welcome back to the third and last part of this little series that we are doing together, where you're speaking to little children about, how language, how communication, how public speaking can help them if they aspire to be journalists like yourself in the future. And, how communication, generally good, clear communication can help in the future. So today, I'd like you to, speak about how knowing different languages, because, at Instrucko, we have a lot of languages that we offer our learners. We offer Spanish, French, Mandarin, German, Hindi. So, how knowing more languages will be helpful in the field of journalism.
Right. So, coming from South India, we are generally viewed as people who have very weak Hindi speaking skills. And, it's very, very important, because languages, especially, of course, languages like your mother tongue for one, English, of course, being the second. languages are so crucial, even otherwise, they act as such an important skill set. Because for me as a reporter, if I travel somewhere to North India today and I don't know Hindi, let's say, or if someone from there comes to South India and they don't know the regional language, it will become very difficult to communicate, right? There comes this wall or this barrier, and of course, without communication, you can't really be a journalist today, right? So knowing Kannada, knowing English, knowing Hindi, these three languages, it helps me report from bigger areas. Like I can, confidently today go to some part of the north and not have to worry because I know Hindi and they know Hindi as well, right? And even in classrooms today, let's say, what if your teacher suddenly starts teaching you in Kannada, but you don't know the language? There's obviously going to be some barrier, right? Even for you people as kids also.
Right.
So knowing a huge volley of languages, or knowing a huge number of languages obviously always helps. More so, of course, in journalism also, because the more languages you know, the more places you can travel, the more stories and the more reporting you can do. But even otherwise, of course, generally in life also, I mean, I honestly wish that I had this access, when I was younger, to be able to at least learn 7, 8 languages, just, so conveniently. And of course, it's never too late. And I would, of course, say that it's excellent. The more languages you know, the better. There's no doubt about that at all.
Thank you very much, Neha, and thank you for joining us. We know you're a very, very busy person. And thank you so much for taking out time and coming and speaking to us, addressing the children out there. And you are a big inspiration to all of us. Continue doing what you're doing. You're awesome. So we'll see you on TV now.